Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dungeon of the Endless, where I think it is possible we're actually going to win this run. I don't want to get too confident. It is worth noting all of our heroes are still like pretty low level and stuff, but I think we're on our way. So, we have a bunch of food. Speaking of levels, let's figure out who we want to level up. Esseb's doing a lot of fighting. Leveling Rakia up will give her more wit. I don't remember what her second skill is, which is bad because we were just playing with her. Leveling you up would give you another level of group therapy, which will give more defense to all the heroes in the room with you. I'm not sure. Well, I don't think we'll run into monsters in the room right next to the elevator. I'm not sure if that's something that can happen. So actually, we can afford to wait a sec. Alright, what do we want to go with here? We do need science, of course. I mean, we need everything. I don't need to tell you guys every time that obviously we need all of the things. But I think we can probably... Well, you know, I've been saying, we come to the floor with like 90 or whatever industry, and then I say, you know what, we have enough industry to put down a couple of other generators first. And then I feel like I do end up short industry a lot, so maybe the wise thing to do here would be to just go ahead and throw down an industry module. Unfortunately, this room is really light on miners. You can see there's only 2. This does not make for a very defensible position. Alright, do we want to open up another one of these? I'm really nervous about how little dust we're starting with. Oops, no, stay right there. Okay. You absolutely can find monsters right away. This is a little bit more promising as far as defensibility goes. We do still need a lot of food. I think I'm going to level up Eseb a little bit. He's a good fighter. And yeah, he still has skills left to pick up and stuff. I think I'm going to move Rakia over here. Maybe. That's producing 5 industry per door, and I think we have a base of 4 or 5. She can't be adding that much. Right? Hold on. Yeah, you know what? We'll leave her here for now. We probably are not really going to need defensive modules in place yet. I don't want to push open the other door next to the elevator when we don't have enough dust to even light it. I don't think. Yeah, we'll probably be fine to just push on this way a little bit. Alright, dust is what I wanted to see. So I think we want to save up for this food replicator. The big boost. Means we need to put down a science module somewhere, sometime soon. I'm going to unlight this room and we're going to leave Ken here. We're going to leave Ken here. Just immediately contradicting myself. And that time, I'm pretty sure I hadn't clicked on the crystal. It seems like it's very sensitive about putting heroes into researchable rooms. I guess there's not actually a reason to unlight this now. So we'll open this now. We'll, after we do it, we'll unlight this and light this room up instead, probably. It just seems like the rooms closer to the elevator are a little bit juicier in terms of loot. Okay. No such luck here. Good news is, I have one of these. And then, yeah, Ken, your job is to go and stand here. Keep stuff from spawning. Alright, so we've got three major modules up in our first 4 rooms. I feel pretty good about that. And then the question is just which way do we want to push from here. Again, we have a much more defensible situation on this side. I wonder if going this way is better. As much as we do need industry, it's just so hard to defend that room. Yeah, I'm gonna pull her to here. We're gonna explore this way. We'll just let this stuff on the other branches slowly produce resources for us. Okay, well this guy's not much of a threat by himself. I could be hitting this to make it more likely that we'll get dust from the 1 or 2 monsters. I don't know. Maybe that's worth doing. I suppose every little bit helps. Let's have Ken stand here. We'll have the medic stand in this room. Okay, well. Not a lot going on this branch. At this point, we're not nearly as desperate for stuff, for like food and heroes. So I wonder if maybe spending industry on this is not a good idea. Alright, well, then we probably are going to move to exploring this route. And for now, I guess we'll just leave people over here to block spawns. I really want access to this major module slot. I'm considering demolishing this. That's how badly I want another place to put an industry generator. Just thinking that we're not going to have the stuff to do the research for a while. We could maybe wait until we find another research node before doing it. No, that's foolish. So I either need to find some more dust, or like this room that I'm about to open up needs to have a major module slot in it, because we could depower and repower, and I would like to get another. Okay, there we go. I'd like to get another good module up. Oh, or we could have both. Why don't we just have both? So you can put this up here. It's less important that she's over here now. We're never going to get meaningful spawns in this direction. I could just move her to the science node. We don't need the science quite as badly. But I do love defensibility. Yeah, this is fine. You can come up here, and let's keep going. Hopefully we'll keep getting lucky with the dust. Okay, not so much. It turns out we don't need 2 research nodes. But I'm wondering... I mean, if I demolish this one, I can immediately start using it, right? We have the industry to build a thing on it. And most monsters will not destroy a research node. It's not all that common. So let's go ahead and build something here. I don't know. I'm actually thinking maybe another industry generator. Okay. Let's see. He's going to get another skill at his level up. I think we're still not going to open that pod, and we're not going to spend the food just yet. So we're starting to get to the point where we're going to get actual monster spawns here. Okay, or maybe that point will immediately go away. Actually, yeah, if I light this a little differently, we can start taking advantage of this right away. I don't know how many more things I want to put down, but I think I still want to put things down. Just not sure how much further we go beyond this. So do I need another industry generator? I have 3 up right now. Probably not. We're only making plus 20 per turn, but also, like, I really, really need to level up my heroes. Our heroes are so behind where I would like them to be. Alright, so one more door, and we get to put up that big food replicator buff. Huh, I don't think I moved back fast enough to stop spawns. Oh, that's right, we only get the healing bonus if we're in a powered room. Why don't you guys run down here and fight them in here? Look, it worked! I got a dust! Probably it worked. Maybe it worked. Okay. So dead end. Not totally ideal. Starting to worry we maybe are not at all going to find the thing I was looking for. Or to find the elevator in this branch. It is kind of a bummer when you don't find it until the very, very end of the floor. In that, at this point, I would consider leaving these floors early. We don't have that much build-up time left. I think it's way more important on the early floors to try to squeeze every little bit out of it because, of course, as in any resource game, you're going to have those escalating returns on resources that you gain early. At this point, I'm comfortable with a dash to the end. And I'm going to go ahead and level him up. He didn't actually gain a skill. Which means that either he picked up me first, which I'm pretty sure is wrong, or he picked up... Yeah, okay. Natural pilfer. Well, that was basically all he was getting from this. So we definitely move him like to kitchen gloves or mil-spec bracelets now. And that means his third eye is no longer useful, because he's the one who's opening all the doors, so he's the only one who benefits from pilfer anyway. So if we find a merchant, we can just sell it. This is probably the time to put up some defensive stuff. So in here we have 5 slots, which is pretty cool. We're definitely putting up the tear gas. Probably the pepper spray, reduce damage incoming on our heroes. What are our health pools like? So if we put up a bioorganic transference module in here and it's healing us each for 50 per kill, I really feel like that's just not... It's not enough to be worth taking up a gun slot for. We could have guns in those slots, man. So without knowing what kind of monsters we're going to really see on the floor... So we've seen the crystal guys who do AoE damage. And we've seen some of those little running dudes that attack heroes. Hero monsters are generally a little bit on the soft side, and the danger is that they group up on you. So maybe we do claymores? How much? I only have enough industry for like one thing. Let's put up a smoking gun. I'll probably also put up some claymores. But for now, with what we have available to us, let's do this. Yet another research node. And also no spawns. Okay. Would really like some additional dust. Never ever have enough. Okay, still good. What have we here? Healing cost doubled for 3 doors. Honestly, probably not that big of a deal. So let's move you out to here. It would be really cool if we did not get any spawns. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna light this, and we're gonna move Ken up. Do I want to just crack this? Because there's a major module slot under it. We could demolish it. But basically it lets me trade 20 industry for 20 food. Maybe I value my industry too much to do that? I guess I don't need to make the decision right now, because the major module slot that's in that room would not be of any use to me until next turn at the earliest. I still don't really know what we're up against. I'm going to put up a Claymore Mine thing. And then probably a smoking gun. I don't think we're going to need tear gas in here because the monsters are mostly going to stop and fight us. This is going to be a great room to just line with traps and stuff. Except that I guess those crystal enemies are super annoying and will intentionally destroy our defensive modules. Alright, we'll go for a second smoking gun. It's a good all-around tool. And if we can get just a little bit more dust, we can make this area not able to spawn at all, which will be very helpful for refocusing our defense. Alright, we found some food. We got our food replicator. It's remarkably quiet on this floor, like really weirdly quiet. Come on, dust. Alright, I saw some larger enemies there. Definitely want to take them back to the crystal. I really love the light sourcing. Everybody get over here, let's fight this guy. Well, you know, we get the job done quickly. So I could now bulldoze this and build a major module on it. Do I think there's enough floor left to warrant that? I've been bulking right around the 50 resource mark, but you know, at this point, I think maybe there is. It costs 20 to just hit this. I'm thinking, like, if we're gonna demolish this thing to put food on it, we should probably just pay for it. Yeah, alright. Let's open it up. We can hope that it will be food and not a character. I don't really want a character. Because for a while there, I was thinking that we might actually build another, There was a person in there. What a shame. Yeah, for a while there, I was thinking that we might actually end up building another industry module on it, but now I don't think that's very likely. Oh, we gotta open one more door before we can do anything. Okay, dead end. Unfortunate. Very few spawns. And we have some Brainwave Bracers. Hey, I was curious about these. They give you the Psionic Strike ability. Health regen +1 from monsters in room. Sucks life from your enemies. So it's going to give me +1 regen per monster in the room. That's... Honestly, I don't think that's that good. It's not bad. There's a little bit of HP as well. It's not that it's bad, it's just that monsters hit for so much so quickly on this difficulty that I don't feel that this is going to do a good job of countering. Like, in order for this to really be an amount of health regen, we are going to notice we're going to have to be in the room with a lot of monsters. And if we're in the room with a lot of monsters, it's probably not going to help that much. Well, there's got to be a merchant somewhere, right? Maybe he'll buy this crap off me. And I'm getting very nervous about how much dust we have. Also, we could probably afford to do some more research. Claymore upgrades are really expensive, but we should do that. I do like the Claymore. Yeah, I'm really nervous about this. This is a ton of rooms worth of stuff that can end up coming in on us, and we don't even have a hallway for them to run through while getting hit, and we can't really afford to depower any of these rooms either. We could save up for an emergency generator. Emergency generate here, then use, somewhere down... It would have to be here, because this is where the slot is. Emergency generate here. Use the dust to light this room, and then, like I said, fill the room with traps. We might have to. Okay, let's see. So it's a Silic and one of these big warrior guys. Maybe it's supposed to be a Herna? Could be a Herna. Alright, we have the dust to light this. I think it's better to leave these areas unlit. If we're gonna get spawns, we want them to not all be together, right? I wanted to make sure that I gave enough time for spawns to happen, potentially, so that nothing would appear in these rooms because we pulled people out too quickly. On. Find time to get my bros in here. Oh, sorry, you were ordered to run a little too far. We're definitely going to have to heal, unfortunately. Okay, I might not have had to heal since I did this. The overcharge might have been sufficient. So let's have... Man, I wish we had more dust, or like that the rooms were laid out in a less branchy way. I don't know how many doors we have left, but I bet it's several. So I want to keep the medic over here because I want us to be able to fight together. I'm going to keep Ken up here, I guess. And we're going to build some defensive stuff. Still unsure about whether I want to build this generator or not. We really, really just need more dust. We need more rooms powered. Alright, let's start with some... So it seems like we're dealing with more large enemies this time. Probably want some of this. And then large enemies moving slowly through a room. Will be killed by... the first one will be killed by smoking guns, but I'm a little worried about playing it as all smoking guns. Individual enemies dealing large amounts of damage are probably pretty optimal targets for the pepper spray. I'm pretty torn here between another smoking gun or a prisoner prod that will definitely always be dealing damage. Alright, that's how we're going to do that. You could probably put down some stuff in this room as well. Pretty much committing to not building any more major modules here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Just slow stuff down as it runs down here. And let us explore. Okay, lots and lots of incoming. Alright, you need to fall back immediately. Everybody into this room. Okay, somebody needs to go and save the modules from the crystal guy. We're having that problem in here a little bit too. So some of them are stopping to fight. Okay, you guys can come back. I don't actually want to run into this room though because these guys need to get in here. Yeah, so they move through the room and they slowly damage everything in it. We can't do enough damage to them to stop them from killing the things that are close to the front. Because if we could, the smoking guns are the ones that would have done it. I guess the problem probably is that they don't come into the room first, so the guns acquire targets and then get killed. Which means that, realistically, there's no way to keep stuff alive in this room. I'm going to keep putting the pepper spray back up, probably. And my hope there is just that we can slow them down. It's far enough back in the room that they can't attack it until they're partway in, and that will hopefully help. We've got to find the way out of here quickly. Alright, you are a science man. So we have access to a lightsaber, which is a pretty good damage increase for the medic. Self-help buds. These improve self-confidence by recounting to the wearer all the clever things they did that day. That's actually more wit than she's currently getting, right? Yeah. We'd lose the HP regen, but get some decent combat stats out of it. And then just a straight-up better version of Nano Bros. I'm not sure that I want to commit that much science to a shop right now. If there's anything else worth beginning to research here, upgrades for the Kip Cannon are pretty okay. I still like the idea of the Hollow Hero. I think that a Hollow Hero in a room like this, if we had a monster spawn pool that wasn't so anti-module, a Hollow Hero here would allow us to split some of the hero fighting monsters off from the other monsters because they'll stop and fight a little bit. And while it doesn't have a lot of health, it does regenerate frequently. So, we could use it to keep hero fighting monsters in rooms while other stuff walks forward, you know, separate them so they're easier to deal with. It's not a foolproof plan, but it is certainly a plan. No one can argue with that. Alright, looks like we didn't get any spawns on this side, which is lucky. Man, he takes so much damage so quickly. Ah, jeez. Okay, this is not working at all. We can probably... Like, I'm really nervous about moving people out of this room to fight the crystal guys, because we don't want to be alone with these larger monsters. So you kind of have to wait for everything to move through first. We should definitely hit this. And probably, honestly, also lots and lots of damage. Everybody damage. Don't think we're going to need any other cooldowns. It looks like we're under control here. But yeah, we're losing minor modules all over the place, and there's not really anything we can do about it. The crystals are just too much of a... The crystal guys are just too much of a problem. Well, the good news is it looks like we don't actually need the other modules, so that's good. The bad news is we are in a really crappy place as far as coverage on this side of the elevator goes. Tear gas, and I'm assuming that those huge Herna guys are probably high health. It probably would not be a good target for Claymore mines. Honestly, we should probably pull Ken over to here. As dangerous as it is to let even more stuff spawn on this side, we cannot have a bunch of stuff spawning over here, because we just don't have the power to run real defenses. We need the floor to end. Okay, a new merchant. This one is an industry merchant, and he has some stuff I kind of don't care about. But he was a merchant, which means that no monsters spawned, so that's cool. If we don't have any defenses here, we could just depower this room, use it to power this room, and build some defenses here for us to fight on top of, instead of bringing everything back to this room that is both very low defense and very close to the elevator. Should probably level up some other people. He seems like a good one. Okay, we can level up, we can gain another rank of paramedic. That seems useful. Are we currently... Yeah, okay, we are currently still researching. Not the final door yet. Well, this is going to be a nightmare. Really pump up those modules. I can't just have everybody sitting here. We have to catch these things and kill them and everything, but... Are we gonna be alright? We're looking kind of alright. She's starting to take a lot of damage. And this is looking pretty under control. I'm going to move the medic. Actually, I think that was probably the last thing on this side. Okay. Come over here and fix these modules up real quick. Well, exploring this area out early, I think has turned out to be really good for us. We got a lot of resources from this. And we have finished another research. I'm going to go up Smoking Gun. Instead of adding one more industry per door for 100 science, I think this is better. Here's the question. Do I want to run... It doesn't look like they're actually stopping to fight the crystal. I think the crystal was just taking damage because the crystal enemies were doing AoE damage to the other stuff in the room. So we'll probably get away with researching here, too. I don't think it's going to get broken. We're starting to have a lot of unpowered area over here. I'm worried about adding even more stuff to the attack on this room, but we might be a little safer if we did this. And then we could go like tear gas, smoking gun, probably smoking gun, pepper spray. The smoking guns are doing pretty good damage. Things seem to be working out. If we're lucky, we are not too far off from the elevator. Oh man, a whole bunch of dust. Okay, pause. Light a room immediately before spawns occur. Okay, no spawns. Cool. What is in the box? Something great. It was the King's armor. That looks like it could be great. Defense, HP regen. It's a lot less defense than Eseb's armor. Actually, kind of a lot less defense than everybody's armor. This is 18 with 4 speed on it. It's a fair amount of regen. But honestly, I think some of this stuff is just getting sold. Or our merchants have been killed. Whatever. I mean, we actually do have, we just have too many items, so... And I cannot drag stuff. I'm still not 100% clear on how to move things between the inventory and the backpack. It must be possible, right? But I definitely can't... Oh. There's no indication that I'm clicking and dragging, and most of the time it doesn't seem to work. But it definitely worked there. How did I do that? This is, right, this is what you would expect to do, right? Click and drag. I certainly did it. Alright, we'll figure it out once we have the elevator sorted, I guess. Does make me look like a huge idiot that I can't figure out how to click and drag things in the inventory. Believe it or not, this is a skill that I have had to exercise in the past. Alright, I think that was long enough. We're probably actually set on spawns. Oh, I'm nervous. So Rakya's... Okay, Rakya's thing is available again already. Let's really power up these... Jesus, she's taking damage. Holy crap, she's taking damage. Oh. The door got smashed open. So we're going to get 2 waves of spawns here. The good news is, it was the door to the elevator. So now that... we have that. I'm going to have our people run over to here. We'll come back and fight monsters. Rakya's fighting monsters this second, and she needs help. Holy crap, she's taking so much damage. We need to get over there really, really quickly. And do we still have... Yeah, we still have this to deal with, too. Ken, your job is to go and find the Beetle Rider and murder him. Murder his face. Clean off. He doesn't need it anymore. He only uses it to do very irresponsible things. I don't know if we can prevent spawns at this point by lighting stuff up. Alright, the enemies seem to be largely distracted. The medic has arrived, so we're probably fine on this side. Ken's having to run through some serious garbage to get to this beetle thing. I wish we had somebody faster, even. Ken's fast, but he's not as fast as I would like. I'm gonna save our health regen for modules thing until the crystals get into this room. So I guess for right now, I don't know that we need to press any buttons. Actually, this is looking pretty useful. We're starting to take some real damage in this room. And yeah, sorry about the excessive pausing, but I'm really nervous about losing people. Alright, well, it looks like it is just going to get to be him and the beetle. Alright. Pop Sato Selfish. It has never been better. He's got that under control. And actually, it looks like we're under control here as well. And it looks like... Looks like the monsters that were supposed to be coming here are distracted and are chasing after Ken. That gives us lots of time to do this. Okay, we're good. That health regen slowly ticking up. Okay, good news is we found the elevator. The bad news is we have not enough dust. Not enough dust at all. The other not that good news is that we... did both of our... Are all of my researches finished? Okay, it looks like they are. So, I don't know that we want to open the last door. I'm just thinking that, like, spawns are scary. Let's depower a little bit. Try to figure this out. So we can run power to here. We could put Rakia down here. Sorry, Rakia down here. You guys like this. And then we can power one more room. So what I'm thinking is that maybe what we do here... I guess it has to be this one, right? Maybe what we do here is open this door, hoping that it's the last door of the floor, and just grab the crystal and immediately book it. Although, actually, if we're going to do that, we have to light this room, because we need whoever opens the door to stand in the room on the other side so that it doesn't constantly spawn stuff. But yeah, this'll let us get one last pulse of resources before we move up to the next floor. I'm going to do it. Oh, it was the last... If I had been confident that it was the last floor, I would have started new researches, but I really, really didn't feel sure. Okay, get a move on. We found a purple quality orange jumpsuit. Oh, now I have to figure this out. So, first things first, this is just a straight upgrade. There's no reason to keep this. And then how the hell did I do this? It seems like it was a click and drag. I think it was a click and drag. If I close the character panel, can I use double click to... Nope, that totally equipped that on Ken. I guess because he's reading as selected. But I don't have a way to make it so no character is selected. I can select the other guys. Well, I mean, in a sense, this doesn't matter a whole lot. Because it's all just garbage that we're going to sell no matter what, and I don't know for sure that this is going to sell better than any of our other options. But also, I would really like it if it was clear to me how this worked. Whatever. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. We're going. He's running past a lot of guns at this point. I don't think we're in terrible danger here. Starting to get a little overwhelmed, though. Well, I don't think these things do that much damage. Alright, everybody in. That is floor 9. We're close. We're so close. 3 more floors. 3 more floors. This would be a good time for nobody to flip into a psychotic rage, actually. Rakia, if you could just, like, keep that under control. Alright. I hate this. 4 doors out of the elevator and we start with 16 dust. Okay, this is nice and defensible. Also toxic. It's actually kind of a good thing. So... we could go to the emergency generator right now. We're never going to get a better deal on it than we are at this second. And our resources are kind of in an okay place, like... the emergency generator increases in cost at a faster rate than everything else. If you're gonna build it, you should build it early. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're saving dust for other stuff. Alright, let's look around here. Is there a major module slot under that? There is. Lovely. Go ahead and put this up first. Yeah, I don't know. We're just picking directions at random here. So now I believe the way Pilfer works is that we get the dust as long as Eseb is the first one to touch the door. This room is already powered. That's wonderful. Let's go... Actually, let's go industry generator. And then we're gonna check this side too. Oops, I didn't let Eseb touch... I just said the thing, and I didn't let Eseb touch the door first. Do I want to open this? Yeah, actually, you know what I do? Because if this is a character, it's actually still good for us because this is an important bottleneck. It was nothing. It was nothing that time. Cool. Okay. I think going double industry was right. So we have a really good set of opening modules now. I probably don't need Rakia to be here. Not until things get a little harsher. This is pretty defensible. How many major or minor slots is this? This is 5. This is also quite defensible, but I think we want her working one of these for right now. Is this just 3 module slots? It is. Okay. Alright, here we go. You know, honestly, I'm not going to pretend this was the plan or anything, but I think it has turned out for the best that we lost Gork and gained the medic. The medic's a really good teammate. Alright, so we probably just leave Ken behind. Enough dust to power this room, and what have we found here? Okay, this doesn't really matter that much. Honestly, I don't even know how much defense minor modules have by default, so I'm not sure if them losing their defense is even really a big deal. We are at 23 industry per turn. That's probably sufficient for us to be able to get away with building stuff that isn't industry generators. That said, this is going to be in a pretty exposed position. So maybe that's not where I want to put stuff. You know, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to explore this way. I'm going to hope for a dead end, but if we don't get a dead end up here, then I know that'll mean that we know that it's pretty unsafe to build in this room. But I want to build in the room now, right? We want to maximize resource output. We don't really need a ton of science probably for the rest of the game, so I'm not super eager to build a science creator. We could just put down some more industry or food. I should keep leveling this dude up. Okay, wow. That's a lot of health regen. That was definitely worth the food. I think I'm going to put up another food generator. We just, like, need to keep upgrading our heroes. It's really important. So, do I want to keep pushing this way? Yeah, probably. Okay, dead end. Well, we can leave. We'll have the medic stay here and Ken stay here, because Ken is faster. And at this point, I kind of think we should just go when we find the elevator, like, for the rest of the game. This is the third to last floor. We're almost done. We really don't have a lot more build-up time. We just need to get out of this place. Alright, I like that a lot. Sure are finding an awful lot of dust. Okay, also a dead end, actually. I don't think we can not do this, right? Amazing. Okay, that's wonderful. I'm super happy about that. Okay, do I want to build another major module? Probably. I think there's still probably a lot of floor left to go. So if we're lucky... Let me think here. Which direction do we want to go now? A lot of these are pretty defensible. We definitely want to move Rakia to wherever we're going to be exploring from. We're going to start running into actual monsters now, probably, as we continue to move out, but don't have the dust to keep improving or to keep powering the rooms. So this is maybe the time to have her start in on this thing, unless this turns out to be a real short dead end. Okay, self-powered room. Having a lot of good luck here. The thing is, I just don't think we really need science. Let's put down one more industry generator, because if we don't have her working an industry generator, the rate of it coming in is actually not that great. And as we get to power these, we can bring down more heroes to help us defend this stuff over here. But we're still not really that vulnerable to spawns. Let's fall back here. We can fight together. Come on, just give me one dust. Alright, excellent. So we're seeing blobs, which we know disable miner modules. We're seeing big scary axe guys. The blobs don't really have a lot of health, and they would probably be dealt with alright by claymores. And they do actually have to move across the room to get to the claymores. So I think what I'm going to do here, we're going to put up a neurostun module and then a pair of claymores in this room. And my hope is that this will allow us to prevent the monsters from gumming up our actual defenses very much when we have to build them. Ah, that's lovely. Okay. Love continuing to find dust. He's doing AoE damage, but it's not really that much. Hey Ken, run over here real fast and repair this. I see this room is still toxic. That's a shame. Very annoying. Yeah, we can't move Rakia and nobody else is going to learn repair, so... Alright, back to your post. We definitely want the medic to be over here. It would be really convenient to be able to swap the medic and Ken, but I think this... I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that this is the right way to build this. Try to prevent spawns. Okay. We just found some industry. I think I probably don't want to build another major. We could start building here, but we don't really have to yet. I think the big red crystal guys won't stop and fight in this room as long as we don't build a major in it. So why don't we go ahead and build some basic stuff in here? Just to be ready, because things are going to get real at some point, right? Smoking Gun 3 is a beautiful thing. Do we want any of our other... We don't need slowdown modules in this room. I guess the Claymore might be useful. I still really don't know what we're going to end up fighting. We could try this thing. If we're seeing a smaller number of large, difficult enemies, though, I wonder if these are... I wonder if these are better against floors where the waves of anti-hero enemies are more like those tentacle zombies and stuff. You know, the ones where they're numerous and dangerous, but not very high health. I guess what I really wish is just that I knew what it means by up to 100. That wording strongly implies, right, that it sometimes heals you for 100, but also sometimes less. And I would like to know when does it heal you for less and why. Also, I would really like 3 more dust if we could see our way to finding that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do it. Oh, Dust Merchant. Okay. Oh, Dust Merchant. This is a normal Dust Merchant, which means that we can sell stuff to him. He also has a bad sword, a hipster scarf that I don't really see much value in equipping. Yeah, you know what? I think we're good. But we have access to this stuff if we want to use it. I can't really think of a better place to use it than here to get additional safety. It's possible that we'll get a Dust Merchant on a future floor, and we'll wish that we still had a bunch of garbage in our inventory, but honestly, The odds of finding another dust merchant before the end of the game, I think, are pretty low. So why don't we go ahead and do this? We'll just sell all of our stuff to him. Go up to 120 dust, light every room, and have a really easy go of it for the rest of the floor. I think that sounds lovely. Okay. We haven't been doing this, you know, because of things. But I think, given all this extra dust, we could probably afford to push on a little bit, and I think it behooves us to do so. Get some more loot and stuff. So, the medic is pretty great. His DPS is actually quite high. But we also need Ken's survivability to go up a little bit. It's not that important, I suppose. Actually, her survivability is pretty important. Ken is almost always going to be fighting stuff with Esib and the medic, while Rakia sometimes has to hold stuff by herself, so her survivability is probably what I care about most. Also, yeah, this is good. The hero damage is largely offset by the medic when we can afford to put them together. Yeah, all right. Let's go a little bit further. We can afford to do a little bit more. I'm gonna power this so that we can have Ken come with us. Wow, really lucky. Going up to level 4 on the Neurostun module sounds okay. None of these are really blowing my hair back. I'm going to try to actually finish that research. We'll see. I'm pretty sure if we leave the floor before it actually says done, we don't get it at all. Alright, let's go this way. Good enough for me. Oh, going straight up to Claymore Mine 4. I do like that. How much damage is that actually? Like, it's doing 5 attack power to the initial target plus 22 extra in the zone. Compared to our current level of Claymore Mine, it's actually only 3 extra damage per shot. The radius is a little larger. Whereas this tear gas upgrade increases the divisor of the monster defense from 2.4 to 2.88. This is better, and also this is a little bit less of a kick in the face if we end up having to bail from the floor before I can finish it. And we're going to put up some security modules real quick here. A Neurostun module, not because I think we can keep monsters in this room for long enough for it for the other module to kill them, but rather because I want to have time for our heroes to react. Alright, so if I can open 3 doors safely, we can get both of those researches done. Get him, Claymore! It's kind of getting him. Why don't you fall back? We'll have people run up to meet you. Oh. It's trying to kill our research node. I'll pay a little bit of food to keep that research going. Get over here and help. Alright. Well, something tells me we're not getting all these researches. If we open one more door, we get the one that we started down here, though. Come on, no spawns. Oh, I didn't wait until people were actually back at the thing. Okay, we can fall back here safely. I let a small amount of spawning occur. It's probably fine. You know what? I should have moved her off of this as soon as I bought all that dust. That was a mistake. We could have banked some extra industry or food for the next floor. Go, damage up. Alright, so we got our neurostone research. We also found a chest, which is cool. We got a purple quality. We already have this, right? But oh wait, it's an improvement over our basic Gatling gun. Okay, so should we open one final door and sprint for the end? I'm thinking we're in this position. Let's see. Put you here. We don't have to power this. Yeah, so I'm gonna open one of these doors. Actually, it should probably be Ken who does the run, right? So yeah, I'm gonna have Ken open one of these doors, sprint over to the crystal, and run out with it. Light these rooms to slow down spawns, and that'll give us the end of that research and a safe trip to floor 11. Once again, I don't want to get like cocky about this or anything, but it kind of feels like we're maybe actually getting it done. Hold on, if we don't get any spawns at all, I mean, we just keep going, right? As soon as he sees monsters, he bails, but until then, we just keep banking resources. Nanor. Oh, the ship's chef. I don't want to recruit you, obviously. I wonder how far we are from the actual end of the level. Alright, let's open this door. Again, we'll leave as soon as we see any monsters at all. This is kind of like... Okay. Don't want to fight spawns. Yeah, that's too much to fight, given our position. I'm pretty happy with this, though. I think we had a good run of it on this floor. We're bringing a lot of resources with us to the next floor. We have a lot of stuff to work with. Yeah, we were pretty close to actually exploring the whole floor. We got pretty lucky there. Okay, no, never mind. It just took a while for some of the things to open. There are actually quite a few rooms left. And there we go. Floor 11. There's just 2 more left. And really, it's just floor 11 that we have to do like a normal floor. Because on floor 12, we leave as soon as we hit the elevator. Actually, that's probably also true of floor 11. But that is going to have to be it for us for today. Unfortunately, I'm just out of time here. So, thank you all very much for watching. Come back next time to maybe rejoice with me in my first easy mode victory. I'm terrified of the prospect of what's going to happen. We'll see you then.